Welcome back to the workbench, and we are still continuing to work on the Rolife flower shop wooden kit build that we've been working on. We got a bunch of the flowers done yesterday, so today we're going back to the main instruction book, and I think what we're going to try to get done, what are they calling this? This storage rack. Looks pretty complicated, pretty detailed. Let me make sure you guys can see it. So I think it's probably going to take all day, this whole episode today, to probably get this done. But we'll get it done as quickly as we can. If we can move on to the next page, we will. Now, I've already gone ahead and pre-cut all our wood, and then I've got all our other pieces in the monkey head, our monkey head cup that we use to kind of hold stuff. So I've got other pieces in there. But let's go ahead and get started and see what we can get done. So first, step one, overlay and glue as shown. So what does that mean? D24 and D24. So we have 3 of these D24s, which, by the way, I just wanted to let you know that I've already stained or painted or whatever you want to call with our paint that we had to mix 8 to 1. So 8 parts water to 1 part of the brown paint here. I've already done that. So obviously we've already mixed it. I've already painted it. So now we can just go ahead, overlay and glue as shown. So I guess we're going to kind of double up the thickness on this. Let's go ahead and pull out our wonderful bit of glue that we have. I'm going to throw these away. In fact, for this one, I think I can actually just put a little bit of glue on each end of this. Now, usually in the past, if you haven't been if you haven't seen the other previous episodes of this, and if you haven't, go ahead and check out the playlist. But if you haven't seen them, before I'm using a what do you call it, a toothpick to help try to put this on because it's so thick and it just really makes a mess, and it helps kind of pinpoint where we put the glue. And I'm sure I'll be doing that later and you'll see what I'm talking about. But there we go. Let's get that. I just want to make sure we kind of get these laminated together evenly like so. I think that's okay, because next it just says glue as shown. And we have what it looks like. We have the E10s, which are these guys, the legs, which have a little bit of a printed detail on them. So we got to make sure those little details face outways. And then what is that one? The other D24. So it's this guy here. And it goes, this is part of the, like I don't really know exactly where it goes. I mean, it looks like it definitely goes above these holes. Yeah, I wish they gave you a little indication line on this side as to where to glue that in at. Now, what's going to be the best way to actually do this? Because this is going to go flush to the ground. So what I think I'll do while we put this together is move the instructions out of the way just a second so I can use my nice flat, somewhat flat work surface. I think we'll probably just have to go, I want to leave it flat like so. What is this is honestly where I'd like to use some CA glue, and we could just make this happen real quick. But like I've mentioned in previous episodes, I'm trying to use what came with the kit. So I'm using this glue that came with it, which here's what I was talking about. I'm going to put some right in this little tray. I'm going to grab a new toothpick out of my little toothpick holder here. And then let's just, you know what, I'll probably put the glue on the sides of this like so. And again, the toothpick just helps me to pinpoint this awful nasty glue that they provide for this. I was talking about it last episode. I think what they've done with this glue and why it's so stringy and awful is it's trying to be all glues in one. So I was talking at the end of last episode. So if you didn't make it all the way to the end, what I was talking about was really to build this kit. If you were to build this kit right, you would use quite a few different adhesives to make this happen, in my opinion. So I would probably be using things from CA glue, like here for the wood, white glue for the flocking. You could use spray glues for the for like the paper stuff. And what they've done, if they've taken this glue and tried to make it be all of that in one, and really it's just an awful mess. It's almost like a hot glue, to be honest with you. It's got the consistency of a melted hot glue. It's got the smell of a white glue. Like I said, I think it's just trying to be all things at once. What's the best way to do this? I might have to lay it down like so, and see if I can come in and stick this in between here. I want to make sure it's, I can use the lines on my table here. I'm just using the grid on my mat to help me try to square make sure everything's kind of square. Well, this stuff's sticking to my finger. There we go. Let's try again. Try to square us up. I think we need this slide down just barely, if I can. If it will. There we go. And now I think that's pretty square. I'm trying to not get in the way. I'm sure I'm getting in the way of the camera. I'm trying not to, but I got to look straight down on this. I think we're pretty square. I guess what I could do, yeah, probably just let that dry a little bit. And then let's look at our instructions while that's drying up, because next we have to, it just says glue as shown again, and we've got the C15s, which are these guys here. I'll throw them down. And then we've got, we've got C5 and C4. That's the gray pieces, which are actually in the monkey head. Let me see if I can get them out of here. We've got some gray, it's gray wooden pieces. Oh, I'm dropping all my stuff. Let me get these little ones out of the monkey head. Let me put all this back in and then pick up what I dropped. Where did it go? How did I drop down? Here's the question. I guess it was just our drinking straw. Is there, no, actually, am I missing? Oh, here it is. If I reach it. Oh, here we go. Okay. Just a piece of paper, essentially. It's literally just printed paper. Like it's, I don't know. This is the only thing that makes me about the kid a little bit. This is a little, I mean, it's literally just printer paper, But I guess it is what it is. So let's see. Let's bring our instructions back. I'm going to go ahead and set this back up. And I just banged it unsquare. That's wonderful. Let me make sure. I just want Sorry, I'm trying to look down at. I just want to make sure we're kind of straight and square. It's hard to. I guess I could have gone and got a little speed square or something. Try to make sure it's square. I think that's okay. I'm gonna go with it. Let's put this back out here so we can see what we're supposed to be doing. It says glue as shown. Man, I've got this glue. It's like in my beard, my mustache, the little glue spider web. Sorry, I can't. It's just driving me nuts. It's everywhere. Let's see. These guys are going to go, I guess, kind of just above that. So I can probably lay this flat. And these are going to go in right above where that shelf just went. Kind of like a rail to hold it on. So let's go ahead and do that. Do I have any glue that's still good to go? This glue just becomes an absolute nightmare. Let's touch some there. And right here. There we go. And now we just want to get this kind of straight with the shelf. Like that. I think that'll work all right, like so. Let's go ahead and flip it over. I think we'll be okay to do that. We want to put this backside one kind of in that same, put it in the same location, height above the shelf. Make it uniform if we can, as best we can. I'm going to pick this up just so I can see it. I think that's okay. I'm going to go and stand it back up now, like so. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm going to set it on the flat. I'm going to set it off of the instructions on the flat table so I know it's kind of square. And then we're going to build some kind of little, it's like a little shelf or rack, kind of rack shelf down here. How does that, it goes in between. So does that go, it looks like it's going to go against. Let's dry fit it. It looks like it should fit right in here. Oh, this might be a little difficult. Right in here like this. But it looks like there's a little gap to the bottom. So it's probably, we've got this double thick. So it's probably only supposed to really adhere to that top, to the top piece of the two there. Get some fresh glue. And let's just, I think where I'm going to glue it is right to the top piece, how we have the two pieces here. We only want to glue to the top one. And I'm going to hit these edges, or the corners, really. I'm trying to hit the corner here, because that'll kind of give us a little more rigidity and hopefully square us up a little too, or at least keep us square. Make sure we're straight across. I like how that looks. Yeah. Give it a little squish, and then we're going to do the same thing on the back side. Where did I put my glue? Here it is. All right, so let's hit this top like so, and then let's, again, I think I'm going to try to get into the corners here. That's basically so we get bonding here and on the sides, and it'll keep us square and give us a little bit of strength by going in on the corners, right? Like so. Okay. At least that's my theory. Okay, yeah, that fits good. Like so. Again, I'm going to pick it up because I want to make sure we're straight. And what I'm looking at is this gap on the bottom here, making sure that's, and I'm just eyeballing it, but making sure it appears to be even. Okay, so that's how that goes. And then we got these two little guys, if you can even see them, that are going to ride right in there. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to use the tweezers that came with the kit. These are, they're just completely just plastic tweezers, but because they came with the kit, I'm going to use them. And I'm just kind of dipping it in there like so. And by eyeball, I'm splitting this bottom thing into thirds, which I think will be right around, I don't know how perfect it really has to be, but I think we're going to go right around in here. Those sit up a little proud, but I don't know if that really matters. And when I say proud, it's sitting above just a little bit, but I think that's okay. I don't know if it's not supposed to do that, quite honestly. Kind of looks like they do in the picture. Do the same thing with this other one, and I'll try to split it. I'm going to try to give the same gap to the outside over here. If I can get it in there. It's a little tight on this side. There we go. Now, let me adjust these just a little bit to hopefully get them where we want them. Like so. Yeah. Okay. Tweezers kind of make quick work of that, I think. Can you see them down in there? I think we did pretty good as far as splitting that up in the thirds. Pretty close. I've got glue hanging everywhere. There's just, you probably can't, I'm sure y'all can't see it, but there's just like the spider webs of glue everywhere from this stuff. There we go. All right, so I'm going to set that up there. Now, what are we doing here is the next question. We've got cut and peel off the rubber with a knife. What, the black wire we're going to take? Well, why did you... What do we... Okay, where's my black wire? I have it in here. Why didn't they just give me bare wire to begin with? Wait, is this going to... Can I get it off of here? This is like coated wire. Am I using the right wire? It was black wire from bag 6, which is this bag. Oh, is it supposed to be this little thin wire? I think it's this little thin wire. I think this is the wrong wire. Okay, let's see. No, that little thin wire. No, it's not that wire. That connects to the power box. Never mind on that. No, that is the only black wire that came out of this bag that I can see. Oh, is it this wire? Well, this wire, is this wire peelable? Yeah, it might be some of this wire here. Yeah, it needs to be thinner. Shoot. I don't know. That's what I don't like about this. Okay. I think this looks like it's wire that I can get the insulation off of. All right, so let's use that wire. Let's use this wire. I think that's right. And they want us to cut it. It looks like 55 millimeters long, 3 of them. So we're making the rods that are going to hold. I guess it's paper or whatever this is here. I wish they would put more bends in this wire. That makes it so much easier to get back straight. Where's my ruler? And so 55 millimeters or, hey, where did these go? Did we miss putting these in? What are these, D20? I just want to make sure. Oh, I did miss putting these in. Okay, I'm glad I looked. They needed to go along here. So let's do that real quick. Sorry, I'm sure y'all were yelling at me. Hey, don't forget about D20. They go along just the bottom just to thicken up the feet on here, which is nice. I kind of do want to get those on there. So we just line it up with the bottom best we can, like so, and then do the same thing on this side. I don't know if I have any glue left here. No, not really. Let me get a little bit more. I try to put as small amounts of glue as I can because it actually dries up pretty quick, and I don't want to waste it. I mean, in all honesty, I do kind of want to waste it because if we run out, I can actually go to using real glue because then I can't follow my rule of using what's in the box. You know, if I use it all up, then it's not what's in the box isn't there anymore, so I can use a different glue, but I'm trying not to waste it. So there we go. Those go right there just to thicken up those legs. All right, now back to our wire, which is 55 millimeters or 5.5 centimeters, probably the easier way to go about this. Where's my little clippers? I've just been using my little nippers here. So 5.5 is there. Again, I'm going to move my ruler out of the way, and I'm just going to use this one as my measuring stick now. Just to make sure we get them all the same. 1, 2, and then one more. Let's see. Try not to cut my finger. All right, let's move this wire back out, that wire out of the way. Now they want us to peel this. I don't know how easy that's going to be. Let me see if I can get a little bit of this started, and I'm hoping it'll just pull. Like so. Now if I can get a little flap going, I think I can probably just peel it back. I don't think this insulation's very, well, maybe it's a little tougher than I thought. Oh boy. I should have known as much. So let's see if I can actually just kind of split it. I don't have any pliers. I'd grab this with some pliers. The wire is so slick I can't hold on to it. All right. Let's just see if we can slit this all the way down. Especially, you know, the main goal here is just don't cut a finger off, I think is going to be our main objective. Wow, that's just not cutting it, is it? I wish I had a pair. I used to have, oh, you know, I do have a pair of pliers. This might be overkill, but it'll do the job. I think maybe if I can grab these. Yeah, there we go. And then now we got to try to get our wire straight. I don't know if we can, like this is supposed to be like a straight rod to hold these, this looks like paper goods that would be in a flower shop, I guess. All right, well, let's get these other ones stripped real quick. So, yeah. Very small wire makes it a little difficult. There we go. And again, I think if I just grab it on the end here, I can just pull it off. There we go. And now I don't want to. I literally just got in the glue again. Is there a trick to straightening these? Like, can you roll them or something? Like, try to roll them straight? I don't know. Yeah, we'll just do what we can with it. Now, last one. I almost kind of want to just, I mean, could we not just leave the black on there? I'm doing what they said to do, but I think I would just leave the black insulation on the thing. I don't know why that, and you don't kind of tear up your wire as bad. Okay, hold that for me. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Toss these behind me, at least towards the trash bag. I highly doubt they went in, but that's all right. Okay, so now the idea is, I guess we got to try to, it says cut and peel off rubber in the knife, roll up in one, reading here now, roll up in one and fix with glue, then put A into it. Put A into it, which is, these are, I guess, are now A's, is what we're calling it. Yeah. Let me see how straight I can get these. Man, yeah, they're pretty not straight. I can't even pick them up. They're such thin wire. I mean, I think we'll have some leeway inside of these rolls we make, as long as wow, this is really wavy though. How do you get that? How do you get the waves out of it? I don't know how to do this. I think we're gonna have to just kind of go with it, I suppose. I'm gonna set these up here where I don't lose them. All right, so what we need to do now is N1. What was N1? I've already forgot. N1 is this. So it's actually, I think, if this was labeled as N1, but I think it's actually 4 different pieces that we're going to roll. I'm trying to look, yeah, we're going to roll them that way. When I say that way, I mean this way. So what I need to do, I think, is cut these into 4 separate pieces. It doesn't say that exactly, because even up here it just says N1. It doesn't say like times 4 or anything. It just, but this, you know, obviously this makes sense. Now, how do we roll? Is there a way to? I guess we just kind of. It says roll N1, fix with glue. I guess we just kind of try to. Do I have something I can roll it around? That would be the way to go. Do I have a little? This little. This might be too. Well, I don't know. This is the yellow heat shrink we used earlier in a previous step. I mean, I want them kind of. I don't know how tight we want these. It looks like they have them rolled up pretty tight, so this might be the way to go. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this. What I'll do is put a touch of glue. Let's see, this glue is already just gummed up. Let me get fresh glue because I don't want to make a mess of this. And again, this is where I would just probably use white glue or something. Not this real gummy stuff like this. But I'm gonna put a touch of it right there. So now I can roll around and it'll hold it hopefully tight for me there. Then let's roll it the rest of the way. Trying to make it smooth, and then I'll just put glue along the end. Probably, where's my glue? There it is. I think I'm gonna go, I don't know if I can really pull that all the way across. Maybe I can, like so. Okay. I don't. It's kind of loose. It's looser than I was hoping. Let's see if we can tighten that up. This probably isn't the best thing to be using for to roll it around. I don't know. What do we think? And then basically that's going to go, it says, you know, then put A into it. So let me grab one of these guys. Let me see if I can just get the ends straight at least. You know, goes in like so. And then complete by the same way as shown and bend both ends in the jamb. What? Oh, this is going in. So only 2 of them? Okay, so it goes in. How are these other ones? How are so we have 2 holes. 1, 2. So I can put, you know, easily enough, put this one through that hole and then get through it through the other hole on the other side. Hopefully go through there. If I can hit it. Okay, and then we can just, what do I have? I need something. I use the back end of my tweezers. Can I use those to fold that over? No. It's supposed to fold the end of the wire, which is really easier said than done. I should have much smaller pliers than this. I'm going to hold it like so and see if I can fold this one. Come on, fold over. No. Yeah, this is not as easy as you would think. You think, oh, I'll just put it in there and fold it over. I wonder if I should. There it is. Can I? What's the best way to fold? How do I do this? Can I push them both this way with my fingers? Okay, I got that one. This one's kind of bent over. I want to bend them the same direction. See if I can get that one to bend all the way. I'm going to break the. Oh, shoot, it just came out. I'm going to end up breaking this rack that we just put together. Now, if I hold that, can I get that to bend down? I think if I can just get it to start. The problem is I don't ended up bending too much on the other side. Oh, are you kidding me? We might have to just go with it. I'm going to end up breaking this rack. How do I get that tiny... I don't know how to make that bend down without breaking everything that we just worked on. There, it's starting to go. I mean, it's just, this isn't the strongest of wood. I think that's, yeah, I've got it all worked out of shape now. Wonderful. Okay, but that's holding it, kind of, sort of. I don't know. I mean, it's something. I guess we do that again, but my next question is how to roll it as shown and fix with glue. So those just get glued in place, I guess. It's very weird. Well, let's just go ahead and, I don't know, we're just going to follow the instructions. We have 3 wires. What are the 3? We have 3 wires but 4 rolls. I don't know. I'll try and do this kind of the same way. Let's put in some initial glue here at the beginning of the roll. And then I'm going to try to roll it somewhat tight, or as tight as I can at least, like so. I think if I did this on my own, I don't even think I'd use this material. I'd get some vinyl or something that kind of stayed a little smoother and just roll it in a tube. I mean, this is literally printer paper. I don't know if you ever tried to roll up printer paper. It does this. It just crinkles, and it's not the best stuff for this. If I had some vinyl paper, you could roll it and it'd stay real smooth because it's got a little bit of body to it. All right, where's another wire? Go through there, and then we're going to go in this other hole that's in here. Easier said than done. There we go. And then let's see. It's hard to see where the wire on the other end is coming out because obviously the paper roll is in the way. So let me see if I can. Oh my God, this is really fidgety stuff. Can't see where the wire is. No. Is that it? No. If I go quiet, that's because I'm really concentrating. There it went. Okay, let's not let that fall out. Now, how's the best way? I think I was trying to just do it by fingers this way. That at least got them started, right? Got the bins started. And then maybe I can finish it with the butt end of this guy here. That actually that went easier. Okay, that was the way to do that. It even looks a little better, I think. Okay, so that's 2 rolls there. And now I guess we roll as shown and fix with glue. So these are just going to glue in there. I don't understand why we did 2. And then I have the 3rd wire. What's the 3rd wire for, I wonder? Oh, it's going to go into N3. Okay. All right. Well, let me just try to roll these last 2 up. I haven't been paying attention to the colors. I mean, I don't guess it matters which color you use where. You know. I need some more. I need new glue. Like so. Okay. And we'll just glue the end of this, I think. Just run glue down it. Kind of big. Look at that big glob of glue. Like that. And roll it up on itself. And I'm going to let this, I think I'm going to see if I can get this to glue up for a while. I guess I could have used the tubing again, but let's let that sit, and then let's roll this one. Let that one sit and dry at least. We'll roll this one around the tube here. This is definitely not my forte. I will admit to that. Okay, let me glue. Use the rest of this big glob of glue I had going. Okay. Like so. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It kind of ripped. This one ripped a little bit, but I think that's okay. Ah, it stuck to me. And then now it just says, I guess, man, this thing's manhandled it so much it's not square anymore. Okay, there we go. It says to just glue them in here, but they're not wide enough, really. What? You know what I mean? They're not wide enough. I don't understand. I don't know how we're going to do that. I mean, I honestly don't really know how we're going to do that. How are we going to get these to just... I guess if I put a big enough glob of glue, it'll fill the gap, right? So let me put some new glue like that. Let's try this. If I put a thing of glue on... Oh, my goodness. I might have just really made a mess of this. If I put glue there and glue there like this, so that it's kind of got some thickness to it, I'm going to come in the middle here. Let me just lay it down. It's still not touching. So I don't understand. But I'm just going to leave it just like that. I'll let that... Can you guys see? I've got it kind of standing in there. I've got to put a second one. I guess I can scoot this one up a little bit. I don't think that glue was thick enough to fill the gap, though. Let me see if we're going to try again with this one, see what it does. At least they'll be in here. I think it'll at least glue from one side, I suppose. Oh boy, now they just stuck to each other. Didn't see that. Yeah, I think we all saw that coming, didn't we? I don't know. That's perfect. Oh, that looks. I got big globs of glue. Let me see. I'm gonna use the X-Acto and see if I can pull some of this glue into that gap. Was the whole point. Try to fill in that gap. It's kind of working, I think. Maybe. Put it right here. And then I'm going to leave it standing so I can center these up a little better. I don't know. Let's let that sit right there and we'll see what it looks like. Let me clean the glue. Now I just pulled my X-Acto blade out. Okay. Perfect. All right, now we've got the yellow one, which is this one, which I have two of, but it only asked for one. So let me cut it in half, I guess. I'll throw one back in there. And then I guess we roll this one. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're going to have to make more. I'm not enjoying this one. So we've got to, okay, so we've got to, let's roll this up. I'm failing at just rolling the paper. Okay, there we go. Okay, I guess we glue it, right? Put into folded in 3, bend the, I mean, we've got to glue this, so I'm going to glue it. I like to tighten that up a little bit. I think that's a little too loose of a roll. Okay. Okay, so there we go. That's got that. And then we're going to have to take this wire and put 5 centimeter or a half, not 5 centimeter, but 5 millimeter or a half centimeter bend, 90-degree bend in it. And then we're going to punch holes into this thing to insert those, clip into location as shown. Oh, my word. What am I going to use to make those holes? Do I have, I mean, I literally have my little pin vise. I could use that, I guess. This isn't gluing very well. Let me get some glue down there. I'm going to have to put, the next problem is I'm going to have to put this, I'm going to have to put the wire in this first and then make the bends. And I can just kind of, I think I can just eyeball a half centimeters right there, 5 millimeters is that. I'm going to bend it with my channel locks, which would be about right there, I think. Like so. And you know what? I've got to make sure, what I've got to do is make sure this, where am I putting this? Because I'm putting the holes in the upright part, in the legs, I guess you'd call them. So I've got to make sure that we can make that. I guess it's going to be, and I got to bend these same direction, like so. Will that work? I mean, yeah, that's going to work. And then what I think I'm going to do, I've got a pin vise right here. I think I have some smaller. What's my smallest? Where's that wire? Probably this one. Yeah, let's go with this guy. See if this will even work. Will this fit in here? Yeah, okay. It seems a little crooked, but I don't know. Where did they want us to put these holes? Like right at the cross piece here. Let me see. And I've got to go, I mean, literally 5 millimeters in. I don't know how you would do this. I mean, they show using like a thumbtack or something, but I don't know about that. I guess we don't have to go all the, I mean, we don't have to go 5 millimeters in, but we need to go a little bit. How far is, I mean, I'll put some glue in here. It is kind of drilling. I think that's going to be fine. Let me get out. And then we want to line that up here on the other side. We want to be, equal across, level across. And my rolls fell. That's not a surprise. Now I'm just waiting for my little pin vise to slip and put a hole in my finger, but that we'll take care of that when the time comes. I think that's going to be okay. And these rolls fell. And you know what? I actually kind of like how that looks anyways, with them falling down. I think I'm going to leave them like that because I don't know how we're supposed to actually make that happen. Let me clean up some of the glue on it. And we'll just kind of let them glue up down here just like this. Like they've fallen on the rack. I like how that looks anyways. Okay. Now, let's see. This is going to have to go, make sure these fit. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, but I'm going to put some glue in there anyways, if I can. This is the worst glue ever created in the history of time. Okay, so now let's push our wires in these little holes here, like so. And that goes like that, I guess. Boy, that looks, these paper rolls look awful. I'm trying to square them up a little bit, or round them out a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it's something. I suppose it blocks the one behind. I don't like the fact that you really can't see this. Let me get that one to hang there. It hangs a little lower like that. Okay. I wonder if I can kind of bend this. I could probably bend that up a little bit out of the way. There we go. I like how that looks, I guess. Looking okay. All right. Let me get my pin vise out of the way here. Get it all put back together. Whoops. And where'd the back end of it go? There we go. All right. So that's, oh, I missed one. All right. That's got that done. Clip in. Okay. Yeah. So that's what we just did. Now I've got to cut some more wire. Just what I wanted to do. How did they know? Okay. So we need to cut, where'd that wire go? We need to cut 10 centimeters. And actually, we're actually running out of time. Man, I really wanted to get this finished today. I think you kind of get what's going on here. I might just, well, yeah, we might come back together. We might finish this back. Let's finish this up tomorrow because there is some kind of interesting stuff. A lot of times I'll do things between episodes when it's just, kind of bland, nothing going on. So like painting things or whatever. But this looks like we're going to have to curl some wire. We're going to have to, I don't know what all we're doing here. Oh yeah, we got to curl wire because we're going to put a rack of a whole bunch of little paper goods on this thing. I'm still trying to bend that up a little bit. This is not wanting to sit. I think it's fine. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. Yeah, we'll finish this up tomorrow. I don't want to run too long. We're already at time. So thanks for joining me. I don't know. It's coming together. Let me know what you think down in the comments. You enjoying this build? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things you do on YouTube. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Here we go. This night, you gotta find